Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So I get a lot of questions about the Walmart grocery pickup service and how I use it to save money. So I thought I would do a video sharing with you guys the top 3 ways that I save money by using that service. So the first thing I want to say is that I absolutely love online grocery shopping. It has been such a lifesaver for me since we have transitioned from 1 child to 3, especially during my twin pregnancy. It was just not possible for me to go to the grocery store. So in order to stay in budget, it was just really helpful for me to be able to just grocery shop online and go pick it up myself, or have Matt pick it up, of course. But it was just about staying organized because I used to be really bad with food waste. It's just something I've had to learn over time with trying to stay within budget, eat the food that we buy, and just stay really organized with it. And so Walmart grocery pickup has just been really such a lifesaver for us. There's also other grocery stores, like in my area in particular, that does the pickup service. I know H-E-B does it, Kroger does it as well. I think some of them charge like a $5.99 fee. There are some days where they have it for free, but I like Walmart because it's free all the time and they have the great value product, which is just like their store brand. Just about every single thing that I get from them that's great value works. It's like half the price as like normal you know, brands, and it's just something I really enjoy. So again, this is just my video on how I use the service and how it saves me money. So the first one, and probably the biggest one, is that I can track spending as I'm adding items to my cart. So typically I go to Costco at the beginning of the month and I try to get as much stuff there in bulk as I can that I know is going to be cheaper than if I, you know, get it through Walmart, or if they have like specialty items that I like to get at Costco. And then after that, every week it's Walmart. So typically I like to keep our spending around $80 per week. Sometimes it's less, sometimes it's more. Of course, if I have to get like diapers, for example, like those are $20 per box. So obviously I'm gonna spend more money if I have to get, you know, a box of diapers that week. But typically I like to keep it around 80. And so as I'm adding items to my cart, it's automatically totaling it at the very bottom. So if I were to go inside the store, as much as I want to add, you know, stuff on my calculator and try to keep track with my spending, I always go over, like, just because I'm in there while I'm here, I might as well get an extra thing of this or some cookies or whatever it may be, just that impulse shopping. It's just really nice to be able to keep track of my spending, because there's so many times that like I'm adding stuff to my cart and I'm adding it, and then I go down the bottom and I'm like, whoa, I'm like 20 bucks over budget. And so then I can go back through my list and just start taking stuff out. Like, well, I only need 1 box of this, or I don't really need this week, or whatever it may be. And I can always get my price down to where I want it to be. Or as I'm like meal planning at the same time, I'm like, well, maybe we don't need to have this, you know, to eat this week, because I also have this on stock. So that's my second point, is I can also do inventory of basically what I have at home already, and kind of meal plan it at the same time. Because there's so many times that I would be at Walmart grocery shopping and I would call Matt and I would say, hey, can you tell me, like, how many loaves of bread do we have? Or do we have any more of these chicken patties left, or whatever it is? And he would have to go and get up and go to the freezer and kind of look through and say, okay, we have 6 patties left, or we have a pound of ground beef, or whatever. But this way I can literally stand at my pantry and my fridge and kind of do inventory as I'm adding stuff. So it really keeps me organized and on track with not only my spending, but my meal planning. And the last thing, and I know a lot of Walmarts don't do this, but mine does, is substitutions. So there's so many times where I might add like an item to my list, like for example, like, I don't know, like potato chips, for example. And if they don't have like the great value brand, they'll substitute something like a Lay's brand, which is fine because it's not really, to me, it's the same exact thing. But you know, sometimes I might get the name brand and I pay just the great value brand. If I go inside the grocery store though, and if I'm looking for the great value potato chips and they don't have it, I'm then forced to buy the Lay's brand and I have to pay that difference. But if I do the Walmart grocery pickup, I don't have to pay that difference because it's a substitution, because they're supposed to guarantee to have those, you know, things, you know, those items in stock. And so sometimes I win that way. Another way that I really win is if I buy, say, potato chips, for example. If I order like a 12-ounce bag, for example, and they don't have that in stock, they'll give me like a 15-ounce bag, or they'll give me like 2 8-ounce bags. So I'm not paying that difference. I'm still only paying for the 12 ounces, but I'm getting twice as much because they have to substitute like another brand or 2 bags for, you know, 1, to make sure that I'm getting exactly what I want as far as the ounces go, but I don't have to pay that difference. Like, we ordered Pringles once and I remember it was like I wanted 2 again, like 12-ounce containers or whatever it was, and they didn't have that in stock. So they gave me like 3 or 2 like 8-ounce ones or something, so, or 3 8-ounce something, whatever it was, like however it added up. But it was almost like I got double for just, you know, one certain price. So I really like that. I did that once with cereal because I ordered Connor, it was like Cinnamon Toast Crunch, but it was the Great Value brand, and they were out of that. So instead of like the 24-ounce box of cereal, they gave me like 3 12-ounce boxes of the Cinnamon Toast Crunch. So it was like I got 36 ounces of cereal and the name brand for the Great Value price of like the 24-ounce box. So that's happened a lot. I think with that cereal, I was like, golly, like we had that cereal for like 2 months because they just gave us so much of it. And so I didn't have to buy cereal for Connor again for like a month and a half or 2 months. So for us, since they do the substitutions, it definitely adds up fast. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Again, I absolutely love the Walmart grocery pickup. I use it every single week. It's something I always look forward to. I always have like a running list on the app on my phone of things that we need, things we're out of, things that Matt needs. And it just really helps me to stay on track with my spending. It helps me to keep my food inventory in check. I never really buy anything extra that I don't need. And for me, like food waste is such a big deal. It's something I used to really be bad about. So being intentional with our groceries and our budget and our meal planning is huge for us to save money. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next one.